Okay, now, right, on my show, we have another artist interviewee joining me. No stranger to the show, actually, and it's a friend of a friend, actually. We have Jack Goodall. He's a performer, artist, musician, and so on from my neck of the woods in the West Midlands. Hi, Jack, how are we doing? Nice to see you again.
Hello, good, thanks. Yeah, good to see you again.
How's it going?
Yeah, really well. Yeah, thanks. Well,
Another more exciting times for you because you have a new single out,
hmm
and
yeah, fun runners.
this is yeah, Fun Runners. This is with a band as well. So you're jamming with some friends as well.
Yeah, there's the four of us now. Yeah, and they're all a big part of it. So yeah, great. It's not just me
Cool.
working on it by myself.
And you tour around, like as I say, my neck of the woods, the Midlands and beyond.
Yeah, I'm based in Birmingham now, which most of the band is. Two of us are from Bromsgrove initially. So yeah, we mainly play around the Midlands and Shropshire. It seems to be increasingly now, but spreading out a bit.
Oh, sweet. The Fun Runners as well. What's that to do with that song?
Well, it's inspired by a number of things. It's kind of the idea you can't run from yourself as well, which I used to shout at my friend
Hmm.
whenever we did fun runs and things like that. And it was also inspired by the chorus says, "Fun runners, what you running from? Reinvention is just avoidance," which is not meant to be taken as gospel, but it's was inspired by a line in Killing Eve, where the psychotherapist, I suppose you'd call him, um, says, "In my experience, reinvention is just avoidance," which is a cynical way of looking at things, but makes for an amusing topic.
Fine, that's fine. And have you managed to perform this song live to a crowd yet? And what's the kind of response, reaction been like?
Yeah, unlike a lot of the songs, we started performing this with the band uh, pretty much just after it was written, and it's been one of the ones that goes down the best.
Hmm.
Um, and it sort of enlivens things and gets people dancing.
Cool. Was music something you always wanted to do?
I don't know. Words and writing was a big thing. When I listened to music when I was a kid, I'd always focus on the words and the stories and the singer. And so I suppose writing was always something. I didn't realize that I'd have to play an instrument in order to write a song with it, not just, well, to develop it more. Um, and I thought that'd be easy. It's the performing and the singing that I was really focused on. Still am to an extent. Um, but then I started playing guitar and just to back myself up with extremely simple
Mm.
things, just little one note things, wondering why it didn't sound like the Who was, what's going on, and then I realized that to work at it, and I think it wasn't until I heard the John Mayall's Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton that I thought about lead guitar and lead instruments, and for that being important and something you can focus on. So develop one thing led to another, and
Uh,
now I play a bunch of different instruments, but the guitar is what I started off with.
that's good. You've answered my next question. Do you play any musical instruments? So we'll just move on to the next one. How would you describe your kind of sound, your music? Is it a bit of everything blended in?
There's a mixture of all sorts of things. Yeah, as I say, I did focus on lyrics first, so that was so a lot of them the songs are very lyrical, but then there's a focus on atmosphere and groove. A lot of them are very rhythm based. They I want to get as I say, people dancing and feeling it in many ways.
So when people come to see you at the show, it's fun filled, good time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not all fun filled. Uh, but yeah, certainly that's the idea to enjoy it. It's not sit down and shut up affair.
You
You want to
basically want
get
people to have
involved.
a good time then.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Uh, What do you like being? What do you like about being an independent artist?
Well, I like that we're in control of how we want to express ourselves. We don't have to repeat what we're doing.
Hmm.
If something goes well, we haven't got anyone saying just do that over and over again. Then Though that makes sense at some venues, either if they don't want to hear a certain kind of music, you think, oh right, well, maybe this is a heavy rock night or something. But we make those decisions rather than having someone dictate it to us, which is always more fun and freeing.
That's good. And the people who come to see you, are they kind of regular followers and fans?
Yeah, around here, yeah, that's the case. We did a festival late recently. We've done it 2 years in a row, Wivy Fest in Devon, and there was people there that know the words and that were into it, singing along and such, which is great because we're not from Devon.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could spread that across the whole country, we'd be chuffed.
And I had the well, I bumped into you accidentally the other week, actually, by chance. And
Yeah.
do you have that happen to you sometimes, where you kind of bump into the people who buy your music, come and see you? Do you get recognised, basically?
Yeah, yeah. There's other musicians and people involved in music like yourself that I'll obviously recognise. There was a Kings Heath Street Festival last week, and it was just it was the so many people involved in music in this area hang around Kings Heath, the Hare and Hounds, Kitchen Garden Cafe, and all that. So I regularly see this crew of fantastic supporters of music, and of my music. But even if not, there's still connected with our fandom of different people. And also last week that I performed a little bit. Well, actually, it wasn't a performance. It ended up being taking part in a little film with my friend Rachel Mayfield, and she sent me a message, and then about half an hour later, I saw her in a shop I was going to, and so that, yeah, like yourself, that's a sort of strange coincidence as well. I think these things seem to happen.
Yeah. It's like the music business is so vast, but the amount of performers in Nepal is quite a small community.
Yeah, yeah.
And my next question, a couple more to go. How would you like to see your musical career develop in, say, 5, 10 years' time? Just keep doing what you do, release more music.
Um, yeah, I would like to be able to do more festivals. Because I this year I went to quite a few festivals, and I really really love it, and I think we go down well at those. The ones that we've been playing have been great, but I'd like to spread further afield, and I think that's as I say, that's the sort of atmosphere that we do well in.
Coming into the autumn now, the weather getting colder, the nights drawing in. Any more festivals planned, or is that it for this year?
We don't have any more festivals this
Mm.
year.
Because like summer's over now, isn't it? I
No.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, we just got things for next year
So
now.
just like venues you're performing at, like live
Yeah, we
venues, yeah.
just got a few. Yeah, just indoor things. The next one's in Telford.
Yeah. Do you have a website as
Um,
well, or Facebook, where people can just see your dates if they wish to come
yeah,
see you?
Jack Good. Yeah, it's just jackgoodall.com.
Cool.
So
Um,
pretty easy to remember.
and my final question for you: what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Oh, uh, best advice. I met Eric Bibb one time, who is one of my heroes, and I don't know if you know him. Yeah, he's blues singer and gospel and what have you. Great guitarist, and he was just very encouraging, and he said keep it real, which I mean I don't know what that means exactly, but I've taken it to be keep it. It's a bit general, but because I was asking about his guitar playing and how to learn his things, he was really encouraging, and he appreciated that the fans sort of interest and enthusiasm for his work, which I thought was good. Yeah, and to be true to what we want to do, and yeah, to not compromise it as well,
Well,
because I see music sometimes that's real successful, but sometimes I feel like, yeah, that I preferred it when they were doing what made them different rather than what they just think is going to be successful. So and he's been like that in his career. So I don't know. I sort of took that to heart.
some good words of wisdom there. Well, Jack Goodall, thanks very much for joining me on today's show. All I need to do now is ask you just to introduce this song on.
Yeah, this is Fun Runners. That's me, Jack Goodall, and the Kick.
Thanks for joining me today, Jack, and all the best of this record. See you soon.
Thank you.